Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? You're very welcome to Wolfgang Essentials. So thanks very much for taking the time to come and spend your Friday afternoon with us. We've worked really hard to put on a great afternoon of digital marketing for you. So before we get into anything, let's get a little sense for who's in the room. Hands up if it's your first time coming to Wolfgang Essentials. Wow, okay, lots of first times. Hands up if it's your first time in the Google Foundry. Yes, and what an amazing, thanks so much to the Big G for giving us the use of the place. It's an amazing venue. Hands up if you've been to Wolfgang Essentials before. Okay, great. So we've got about half and half there. So there's one person who's here for the first time at Wolfgang Essentials that's kind of close to me, and it's the first time he's actually ever seen me speak at anything, and it's me dad. Where are you, Niall? There he is down the back. Okay, how are you doing? So, thanks. Niall's particularly passionate about grammar, punctuation, and spelling. So not all you'll notice, but every month after I send you guys out the monthly newsletter, I hit send, and quite regularly an email comes back within about 30 minutes or so, pointing out all the grammatical mistakes, punctuation mistakes, and spelling mistakes. So Niall, there will be a feedback form at the very end of the event. It's anonymous, but I'll have a fair idea what to look out for. So thanks very much, that's great. And for all of you who've been with us multiple times, let's take a minute to step back in time, see if you can see each other at the previous event. So that's us all here, 2016, the 2015 event, 2014 getting a bit sparser, back to 2013, that's the Lighthouse Cinema, and that's all the way back in 2012. So I don't know if any of you got to see yourself in there. One of the cool things that's happening today is people are migrating on stage. So two of our long-term attendees, Rossa Butler from Littlewoods and Sean from Zurich, are going to be actually up here talking digital marketing with us all today. So there was huge demand for the tickets. We had 1,000 people want to come. So we actually had 3 eager arses for every seat in the Foundry. So we had to do a little bit of work curating the list to make sure only the finest artists made it in today. So it's been a tremendous 12 months for digital marketers, particularly for digital marketers in Ireland. So Ireland's actually the fastest growing digital ad spend market in Europe. Once again, we're the fastest growing economy in Europe, and our studies tell us that the online economy has grown 9 times faster than the economy at large. So great time to be a digital marketer. You are the most important marketers in your organization. Don't let anybody tell you you're not. But the most important thing that's changed over the last 12 months, and Marie alluded to this, is how many more arrows we have. As a digital marketer, particularly as a direct response focused digital marketer, we've never had more arrows in our digital marketing quiver for targeting our audiences online. And that's specifically what we're going to talk to you about this afternoon. So the agenda we've put together for you this afternoon is a distillation of our adventures in digital marketing over the last 12 months. So it's influenced by things like we've had the pleasure of attending and speaking at 18 digital marketing conferences across the world. So we're going to be taking the learnings from there, and they've shaped our agenda for you today. As the digital marketing scientists, we love a good study. So we've done studies on user behavior on website, people's propensity to buy online, and all our learnings, our insights from these studies will shape our agenda for you today. Last but not least, like if you pay any attention to us, you know we bang on about awards quite a bit. So it's not just chest, it is chest thumping and a bit of glory hunting, but it's an important commercial metric for us. So our mission at Wolfgang Digital, it's very simple. It's exceptional digital marketing. We have 2 ways we measure this, and awards, and particularly international awards, are one of those. So for us, it's a great learning process entering awards. We get to put our work in front of the leaders of industry, and they tell us what they think is good, and we can kind of build strategies for you guys based on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to share our award wins. For the first time, we won world titles. We're like Conor McGregor. We have 2 world titles to our name now. I don't think we're getting in a ring with Floyd Mayweather for 100 million anytime soon. But we won 2 world titles in New York at the end of last year. We won 2 more European titles this year, and we won the Best Search Award in Ireland and the Best Social Award in Ireland. So we're going to share those award entry excerpts from those with you this morning. The last thing I want to say about the agenda before I share it with you is there's a number of recurring themes. The beautiful thing is there's 16 speakers today, 14 of them are from Wolfgang Digital. So we've got to curate an experience, not just a talk, but a whole afternoon for you. And you'll see there's a couple of recurring themes going through the day. I'll leave it to you to figure out what they are for you. 2 that I'll highlight, and these are things we learned from the award wins, is 1, integration. The campaigns that are winning international awards. It's not just an excellent search campaign. It's not just an excellent content campaign. It's combinations of channels and giving results that you couldn't achieve from one channel alone. And then the second insight I took is iteration. So, and you'll see this, a lot of and particularly the international award-winning campaigns, it wasn't the first iteration. We did a good campaign, everyone was happy, but then it was the second iteration or the third iteration where it became world-class. So our agenda, you might have seen it outside as you were coming in. So the first talk, and the way we've structured this is, by and large, the more technical talks are towards the beginning and the more big idea talks are towards the end. So the first talk is going to be full funnel integration. We're then going to talk about how to beat position number 1 on Google. We then have Google coming. This is a really important one. Aidan from Google is going to introduce you all to a new report that's coming to your Google Analytics quite soon. And it'll change quite dramatically how you report on multi-channel campaigns. We'll break for coffee. One of the great things about this event in particular is right now sitting beside you, in front of you, behind you, are some of the highest performing digital marketers in the country. So we want to give you lots of opportunity to mingle. So there'll be a coffee break. We'll give you a full 20 minutes for that out back. Then we're going to come back. We have a great talk on evolution in advertising formats, twin tech earthquakes of 2016. Will Reynolds is here with us from America. This is amazing, right? Will is a hero to a number of the Wolfgangers. When Will's up on stage, it's going to be like a Westlife concert in here. There's going to be people fainting and shrieking. I'm looking at you, Kevin, and where's Ivan? There he is over there. So huge. I'll tell you all about Will before he gets up, but it's an incredible honor to have him on the stage with us today. I'll save it for the introduction. Delighted to have him. So then we call it Wolfgang Essentials because we want you to walk out that door at 5 o'clock with your mind on fire, with all the essential topics you need to be thinking about, you need to be talking about as we move towards 2018. The problem we have is we've only got 3 hours and there's so much we want to talk about. So we invented this format which we call bite-sized bits, and it's a 4-minute talk. So people are going to jump up on stage, they're going to give you an idea, they're going to give you some use cases, and then they're going to get back down in 3 and a bit minutes. So that'll take us up to the Q&A. So a bit of housekeeping, Q&A is at the very end, okay? So at the end of the event, all the speakers will be up here, and you can stick your hand up and ask a question, or in the meantime, if you want to tweet it as we go, tweet the hashtag, and then also hashtag Q&A, and then we'll try and get to those as well. To reward you for your attention throughout the afternoon and to lubricate the conversations with the people around you, we're going to be having a Prosecco party out back after the Q&A. So there'll be a feedback survey, and then we'll have loads of bottles of Prosecco open out there for you all to go get their mingle on. So just before I introduce the speakers, a couple of things I want to do. Extend an invitation to you guys, okay? So I want to invite you all to lean on us, okay? So although I mentioned our mission is exceptional digital marketing, and that's great performance for your companies, but we also, when we look at the room here, we don't see 360 companies. We see 360 marketers, and we serve you too. So I want to invite you to lean on us. You know, next time you go for a salary review or a promotion, we want you to be bulletproof. Like, tell us you're going into those meetings. Let us arm you with info. If there's an industry award, you know, if you're in retail, you want to win an REI award, tell us. We'd love to give you the material to help you win that. If you're in travel and there's an industry conference you'd love to speak at, like, tell us again. We'd love to give you the material. If you wanted, we'd love to double team to talk with you. So I invite you all to lean on us. We understand we serve your companies, but we serve you and we serve your career as well. So just before we do the first speaker, let's all do that photo where everyone stands up and waves at the camera, if that's all right. So Robbie, if I could invite you on stage and everybody could stand up, and I'll jump in here beside Will. And if everybody could give Robbie a big wave. Hey, Robbie. Yeah.
All to me, guys. That's
Yeah.
good. Come on, wave like you mean it.
Yoo! Ow!